Hello viewers, welcome to Ohio Air Gun Shooter. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, and if you can, like the video. I'd really appreciate that. In today's video, we're going to take a look at two different versions of the Walther PPS from Umarex. On the left here, I have a 4.5mm steel BB version. It is powered by a single 12-gram CO2 cartridge, and it is blowback. On the right here is the 6mm airsoft version. This is the PPS M2. It also is powered by a single 12-gram CO2 cartridge and is blowback as well. Now, I've already reviewed these and I have done some testing with them in previous videos. However, I'm going to do a little comparison between the two, and I'm going to go a little extra, and I want to do a comparison between two different types of projectiles using the airsoft version. I'm going to do some chronograph testing, and I might do some penetration testing with each. But I wanted to try some of these 0.30 gram aluminum BBs in the Walther PPS M2 airsoft. And I also have some 6mm steel BBs that I also want to try in the Mark II. Now, I already have CO2 in both air pistols, already charged, ready to go. But before we get to the velocity testing, I'm going to weigh some of the projectiles. That way we can get a comparison between the weights. I'm going to weigh 3 of each, the 4.5mm steel BBs, and then I'll weigh 3 each of the aluminum and steel 6mm BBs. I will be weighing in grains. So 5.38, 5.42, 5.4. Now let's try the aluminum. We'll do aluminum first of the 6mm. First one is 4.76. Number 2, 4.78. Number 3, 4.78. So the aluminum 6mm are lighter than the steel 4.5mm. Next, the steel 6mm BBs. BB number 1, 13.84. Number 2, 13.82. And number 3, 13.88. More like 13.90. So we'll say 13.9. So we got our weights. Now on to the chrony testing. First up, the 4.5mm steel BB version, 10 rounds. using the 5.4 grain Umarex brand steel BBs. Again, 10 rounds. Now with the 4.78 grain aluminum 6mm BBs using the Walther PPS M2 airsoft blowback. Yeah, I'm having feeding issues with these. I noticed that some of them don't go down the magazine very smooth, so I don't know how smooth they are, if there's little burrs or how perfectly round they are, but they don't seem to be feeding into the magazine very well. Let me try these again. That one was like really slow. I think they're sticking. 223.9, 221.7, 225, 208, 201. Yeah, I just noticed that some of them aren't feeding that well, and as I was loading them, they weren't rolling right down into the well here, so I don't know how perfectly round these are. So I'm going to move to the steel BBs. They should be a lot smoother or rounder. But before I do, I'm going to see about loading one of these. See, that one dropped fine. Oh, that one fell out. That one dropped fine. That one's good. That one's good. See, if I get all these to roll down there nicely, I'll try them. That one's good. See, that one's a little sticky. see, that one's stuck in there. That one dropped. That one's stuck again. That one, there we go. Let me just try these, see how they work real quick. All right, let's try this again. That one didn't even do anything. Oh, I got one. Thinking it doesn't like these aluminum BBs. $230, $211, $231, $219. Yeah, for some reason it does not seem to like those, so we might not use those again in this. Let's try the steel BBs. Okay, 6mm steel BBs. These weighed in at 13.84 to 13.9 grains. So we'll say about 13.8. Put a fresh CO2 cartridge in. Now, I used the second magazine, and loading these, they did drop into the well very smoothly, very nicely. So hopefully I won't have any feeding issues with these. That one didn't even shoot. $135, $124. Yeah. A little bit jammed up. I don't think it likes those either. Yep. It didn't even caught. I think I got a BB jammed in there. Yeah, I was having issues with it jammed. Like, you couldn't even pull the trigger when a magazine was installed. If I would eject the magazine, I could pull the trigger and it would shoot, but there was nothing coming out. Here, I was fiddling with it some more, trying to figure out what exactly the problem was. I was just trying to clear it and look inside, see what the problem was. I couldn't see any BBs. When I was pushing my rod in, it kept pushing the barrel backwards, so I knew something was jammed up in there. So I was just trying to figure it out, trying to get it to work right, to shoot something. Again, it would shoot with the magazine ejected, but with the magazine in it, it wouldn't. It doesn't like these. Yeah, there I fired it with a magazine in. It actually fired, but then it got stuck again. The trigger. You couldn't even pull the trigger with the magazine in it. Yeah, there it fired with the magazine ejected. So I went and got some .20 gram plastic BBs and went to load up a few of them to see if I could get it to shoot fine. I actually forgot that it was still recording, so I'm kind of doing a lot of this off camera. But yeah, I couldn't get to shoot anything. There was something clearly jammed in the barrel, most likely the steel BBs. Jammed in there, probably. It might be stuck in there. Stuck. Yep. Yeah, I was shining a flashlight into the hole on the side of the barrel, and you could not see anything. So there's something definitely jammed in there. So it was definitely BBs. And I took my cleaning rod and just kind of pushed really hard, and they eventually came out. And there was like 3 of them stuck in there, like 1 or 2 in the barrel, and then 1 was like kind of wedged in the chamber. After I cleared out the BBs, I just kind of went over the gun and inspected it and made sure everything was okay. So with this gun having hop up, I'm curious as to if they were getting hung up on that hop up for some reason. But there were 3 steel BBs lodged in it. Okay, I was having all kinds of issues with the aluminum and steel 6mm BBs. Aluminum just did not feed well in the magazines. The steel, they loaded up fine in the magazines. However, they did not want to shoot. Had a few shoot, and I had a bunch of them jammed up in the barrel. So I think the diameter might be just a little bit too big for the barrel here, because I had some jammed up. I had to take my rod here and really force them out. I had like 2 of them, they were just stuck in there. 2 stuck here and then 1 stuck in the barrel, so it was jamming everything up. Because every time I would load the magazine, the trigger wouldn't even pull. I had to pull it out to fire it, and they wouldn't even fire because they were stuck. So I would say a no-go on steel or aluminum BBs in your Walther PPS airsoft. Probably any airsoft that's magazine fed. Maybe try them in like a revolver or a single shot, maybe sniper rifle, just depending on what the diameter is, the true diameter of the BBs. They say 6mm, but the heaviers might be slightly over. I'm not sure what the deal is, but they were getting jammed up in the barrel. So I'm going to run some .20 gram plastic BBs on the same CO2 cartridge. Make sure everything is fine with my Walther PPS M2 airsoft. You can see the chronograph down there. 315.3, 312.0, 305. Read 306.3 through 3.1, .297.3. A couple of those shots didn't read. When they went through the chronograph, they kind of went at an angle. I could see it. So I think that's what those 2 missed readings were, but velocity seems to be okay. So I did not damage it, thank goodness. So I would not recommend the steel 6mm BBs or the 6mm aluminum BBs. Yeah, I definitely would not recommend those. I'm going to shoot 10 more rounds of the .20 grams plastic BBs. Just double check. .328.1, 315.9, 310.9, 310.4, 309, 306, 304.6, 301.4, 298, 295.9. So seems to be running just fine. Numbers were kind of dropping, probably running out of CO2 as well, but she seems to be fine, so thank goodness. So let's go back to the review table and go over our findings. Alrighty, back at the table here. This video started out as a comparison between the 4.5mm version of the Walther PPS versus the 6mm airsoft version of the PPS Mark II. I tried using heavier steel BBs and some aluminum steel BBs, both 6mm. As you saw in the video, I had issues with feeding. I believe they're just too heavy. They got stuck in the barrel. Luckily, I didn't do any damage. So if you're thinking about using these, I would definitely not recommend it. Probably just stick to the plastic BBs. Probably 0.25 gram or below. So that's kind of the reason why I did this video. I wanted to see how they would shoot. So obviously not very well. So I will definitely be sticking to the plastic BBs and the Walther PPS Mark II. Sorry the video didn't go well. Thank you for watching. Special thanks to those who stuck around to the end. I thought about stopping the video and just throwing it in the trash, but you know what? This was a learning experience, and hopefully this will help you decide, on whether or not you want to use something like a steel or an aluminum BB in any of your airsoft pistols. Anyhow, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video, which hopefully will go a lot better than this one. Thank you.